Hey guys, just did a little bit of work on the CD150 Speedster. Want to give you an update. One of the first things I did was add some LED lights, and I want to share a little bit about how I did that, and also added these speakers up in the front. These are Kicker marine speakers that have a really cool controller and also change colors. And so the first thing that I had done with this was get some speaker rings that went behind the existing speakers I had. These are JL Audios, and they came with the boat when I bought it. They're not obviously stock, they're a little higher end, but I bought these speaker rings. You can find them on Amazon. These are for 6.5 inch speakers, and they just go behind the actual speaker itself, and they're simply LEDs that you connect into a 12 volt power source. And so you can do like a 3-wire splice to your 12 volt system. Just make sure that you ground the negative, and I did that by running a line back to the battery. And then they'll come on with your regular lights. I did the ones there, and then here I added some between the little seat back edges here. And what I had to do there was carefully drill a tiny little hole and run the small LED wires back there. And this looks pretty cool because you obviously don't see it when people are sitting there, but the newer Scarabs have this, and they look kind of cool. This is just a wire for my trickle charger. It's nothing to do with the LEDs. There's no wire there. It's all seamless. It goes back in there, and that's all spliced into that same 12 volt. I also stuck one under here just for some feet lighting. And y'all probably can see here that I did add the HydroTurf kit, which I like very much. Really nice. Y'all can see in the back here, it makes everything look really good. I would definitely recommend it. Keeps the boat cleaner, looks better, and you can go all the way up here. Obviously, this is the diamond cut, which I kind of like. It's a little dirty because of all the cutting and grinding and stuff, but it really makes the boat look nice. Now these up front are super cool. These are the Kickers. They're 6.5 inch. They're a little different. The LEDs actually built in to the whole assembly, and it's actually not the actual speaker drum or whatever you call that. It's actually this little thing here is shooting an LED with a controller. And one of the neat things that you have is once you install the controller, you basically get a little module where you can control everything. And with some Velcro, I just stuck that under the dash there. I can take it out or stick it on, and what that does is it will basically give you all different types of settings for these. So it's super cool. They look really neat, and I like them a lot. I'm going to play some music you guys can hear. Also, the original owner changed out these with LEDs, so they work pretty good. But here's just another angle. You can change, you can leave them on one color, you can change the colors, you can do all sorts of things. You can make them strobe, you can make them change faster. This is just your standard module. And again, let me run this real quick, you can hear. Okay, so you may be wondering how I did this, and one of the things I had to do was actually cut a hole in here and make a circle, and then actually put these in. There's another video that I will link to down below where another guy did a really good job, and I kind of followed his suggestions. But you have to basically make a hole. These are 6.5 inch, but you don't want to make a 6.5 inch hole. You want to measure where the housing or assembly ends, which is going to be smaller than 6.5 inches. It's kind of more around where this black is. And with that hole, you're going to want to, make the hole, make the cuts. I use like a tile cutter and a Dremel. So it's just like looks like a drill, but it's actually a drill that's designed for cutting laterally, making holes in a tile. And you basically make that round hole. It's a little scary, of course. And on this side, which is the left side, you're going to find a ton of foam, which is also scary. You have to actually dig out the foam and make a little cup in there with that, so this will fit in. And on this side, there is no foam at all for the most part from what I've seen. That was the same with the other guy that did this, who I was kind of following. You will see this wire here, which is your 12 volt. And what you want to do after you make that hole is you can splice in your 12-volt connection to this guy here, and then just ground again your negative all the way back to the battery, and that you have to fish through here. But luckily, once you fish it through here, it's pretty easy, and there is a little hole here where all the wires come into the dash, and then you can fish it out, and then you fish it through again and you pull it out there. And I'll show y'all what I used to fish it. It was pretty easy, just like a long tube, pretty easy stuff. That's really about it. I mean, if you have the lights, I mean, it's a little more of a procedure there, but it's pretty simple. And let me show y'all what I used to fish the wire. If you've never done that, it was the first time I'd ever done it. I used basically this thing that I got at Home Depot. I'm not sure if that's what it's for, but it basically was this long blue thing. I'll give y'all the SKU number. Let me see what this, I don't even know what this is. I bought it to make it, help me make a kid's ramp. But basically, this looks like a, some sort of like flow pipe, 1/2 inch by 5-inch pipe. And so once I opened up the hole, I managed to stick this in there. And it's a little tough when you first get it going because of the angle, but I managed to get it all the way through there. And then once I got it to there, I was able to just run the wire through and pull the wire out through the dash, which is under here. And then I tied up the wire, did the same thing here for the ground. And then for the power supply, I actually just tapped into that light right there. And then of course you have to connect these two together. So there's some better videos on how to do this, but the end result is it's pretty cool. I'm really happy with it, and just doing some updates. So let me know what you guys think, and we love our little boat. It's been a lot of fun, and I appreciate everybody that's done videos on these boats as well, because it's helpful for people like me who are trying to learn to be able to do this stuff. All right, thanks a lot, and take care, everyone.